What are you doing? Absolute mad person. Right. So we'll start things off then with our Cruiserweight Championship tournament, as you guys voted for. It looks like it did actually. It looked like it was going to be a ladder match, but it got. It looks like it changed into an 8 random Cruiserweight tournament match. So we'll go for this. Oh, you used the randomizer, did you? So championship. It's going to be for the Cruiserweight Championship. We're going to be using our own arena. Match type normal, male, gender, damage, retention on. Okay. So you voted for random. So I am going to... Well, I'm going to have a semi-part of control over this. And then you guys can do it. So I am going to number every single cruiserweight we currently have in our spreadsheet. Okay, so we currently have... We got 24. Well, that'd be pretty good. We'll give them a go tonight, guys. We've got an opportunity. Right, so what I need from you guys then is 8 numbers between 1 and 24. And I would suggest avoiding number 4 because number 4 is Blue Hell, who's already a hardcore champion. I'll be honest, Joseph, I downloaded them from the community creations anyway. I've not made these myself. I'm not that talented, to be honest. I think there's a few of them that I've taken and just, like, removed the WWE logo, whatever logo was on there, and just repurposed it for myself. But, yeah, I've not made any of these. They're all downloaded from the community creations. Who wants to give me some numbers then? Numbers between 1 and 24, avoiding number 4. Because number 4 is already a champion. $21 versus 7. 21 is, believe it or not, James Charles. James Charles is in. James Charles is facing off against number 7. Number 7 is making his debut. Tis the Modfather. I don't know how the Modfather is classed as a cruiserweight, but there you go. Oh, hiya, Lucha Reject. Not seen you in a while. Number 9. Number 9 is going to be one half of the Thunder and Lightning tag team. That is Black Thunder. Number 16 is next. 16 is making his debut in this universe. It is going to be Dalton Dirt. Halfway through. Number 18. 18 is another debutant in the shape of Chucky Hart. So 3 spaces remaining. Any more numbers? I don't know if there's anyone there. I mean, there is one that is very strong. Like a very high rating. 12 and 14. Number 12 is Rose Pegasus. Rose Pegasus is going up again. Oh, no, not going up against. We've already got that one. It's 14 and 13 are the next 2 then, and that's us done then. So 13 and 14 are... Oh, this should be interesting. So, believe it or not, we've got Uska Keenan. And the final one is going to be someone who is not very highly rated, but really had a lot of fans the other night. And that is Leroy Janetti. So there we go. That is our Cruiserweight Championship tournament. I must admit, we've not necessarily got... There's a few strong ones that have missed out, but that does mean, of course, that there's going to be some championship changes along the way. What I want to do is I want to try and have championship defenses more often. We are going to work our way up to having 12 belts, which, of course, is going to be almost 2 nights of pay-per-view anyway, so maybe pretty good. So we're going to start things off with James Charles versus the Modfather. Any early suggestions, any early guesses of who you think is going to win this Cruiserweight Championship tournament? What do we think? Lucha's going for James Charles. Any other suggestions? I don't even know who the highest rated is in this tournament at the moment, to be honest. I can go through. James Charles is rated 67. The Mod Father is 79. Black Thunder is 76. Dalton Dirt is 73. Chucky Hart is 72. Rose Pegasus is 75. Oscar Keenan is, where are you, Oscar? 65, and Leroy Jeanette is 62. So it's going to be an interesting one. I reckon anyone could win this, really. Anybody could win this. Modfather's the highest rated, but really anybody can win this. Oh, it was a mad one. Random Cat came in, and then got in a bit of argy-bargy with one of my cats. So it sort of held me back a little bit. So there we go. James Charles Modfather, first round of the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. I can delete that numbering now. Like I said the other day, that I think the best thing to do with the the Television Championship is to randomize it. Randomize who gets the opportunity. Oh yeah, the game's... Yeah, Lucha, the creation, random creation in the game is mad. It really is. I can't remember what I was saying now. I've completely lost it now. What was I on about? Oh, hey ho, doesn't matter. Kind of been important anyway. So when you look at the Modfather now, he is a dinky lad. He's quite big, but he's dinky. Television Championship, was it? Yeah. Cheers for that, Joseph, yeah. I say what we should do with that is maybe just randomise, so have no rankings on number one contenders, but anything for the Television Championship. Just every single episode, we will... every single episode, we'll just take a random person off the roster, maybe randomising game or some of them sort of lines, and then that person can then fight for the championship. I did do it earlier on, so I've got the first championship match ready to go, which will be on our next episode of AEW. And believe it or not, the lowest ranked person on the rankings was the one who managed to get his name, and that was Marcelo Zapuila, 52 rated, so he's got an opportunity. Yeah, Ghost, we'll stick it on tonight. We're going to do this tournament first, and then afterwards we're going to do a show, so we'll have a look. I just need to double check a couple of bits like rating and stuff like that, because we need him to fit into the roster. So ideally, I'm hoping he's not like 100 rated or anything like that, because that makes him a bit too overpowered. He looks like he'd be very good for our hardcore division, so I'll probably try and put him around there, about the between 75 and 80 mark, ready for the to fight in the hardcore division. That's quite high in the hardcore division, so... And then we'll just see how he gets on. I think at the moment we've got quite a lot of people that are sort of in the middle of the roster, and I think it's just a case of whoever impresses us will get stat upgrades, or whoever disappoints us will remove stats from, and then eventually we'll... So like I say, we'll change the roster around a bit, I think, as well. Yes, Jay, I've got... what have I got? I've got 2 female matches planned for Dark, and 2 planned for SWE as well. Of course, I don't know... I just put these cards together randomly earlier on, so of course there is a complete opportunity for us to do whatever the hell we want with these, but... I just thought I'd give us a little bit of an opportunity, a little bit of a starting point to go from. So, like I said, we'll try and get Ghost an opportunity on Dark. I have to move some stuff around, I think, maybe. Oh no, I can move one of the matches from Dark onto the main show because we've got a bit of space there now. Yeah, we'll do that then. Got a very interesting set of Dark set up for you. Got a few debutantes, taking into account a few people that people want to see as well. Tell you what, we'll move that to the main event. So I'm just sorting out the card now for the next shows. That can go into there, which means the main event of this show is now clear. Which means that we can have a... Let's just have like a big old hardcore fatal 4-way. That sounds like a good plan to me. What do you mean, Lucha? Like not a stream one, just an offline one? I'm tempted, but I really enjoy the streaming, to be honest. I enjoy being able to chat along to you guys at the same... Wow. James Charles has got it. Oh, James Charles has just defeated the Modfather. The Modfather was the highest rate in this entire competition. And James Charles has defeated him. Can you imagine if James Charles is our first Cruiserweight champion? Can you imagine the scenes, really? It would be absolutely insanity, wouldn't it, really? So who are other hardcore wrestlers? I've forgotten what the names are now. Yeah, I've tried to create a dark and everything that would... I've tried to create a dark and everything that would really appeal to a lot of different people. I've used quite a few people that I know people are asking to see. So that's the plan. Let's go with Crib and Cool. Making his debut in that one as well, I suppose. So James Charles is looking good. Wow. And the quick victory as well obviously means that it might be a lot easier for him moving forward. Let's throw Bruiser Lee in there as well, because Bruiser Lee's a bruiser. So next up is Black Thunder versus Dalton Dirt for the chance to face off against... Oh, yeah, Perfect Storm's on there. Are you looking at the cards now, are you, Jay? Yeah, I've tried to make sure I've got people in there that people have been asking for. So I did have the Pink Ram, but I've moved him onto the main show now just so we can get this hardcore match in. Just trying to find someone we can use in the hardcore. I had this marked down who was hardcore and who wasn't. I took it off today thinking that was a good thing to do, and now I've just confused myself instead. I mean, I remember what most people look like, to be honest. So next up then, yeah, Black Thunder, part of the tag team division against Dalton Dirt. Good old Apollo 55. I like that name, actually, yeah. So as you can see, Jay, if you're on there now, if you go into the women's tag team division, I've with those extra 3 ladies I showed off earlier on, we are now up to 8 tag teams. So we do now have enough to do a full women's tag team championship tournament, which we will do at some point. Trying to think. I mean, I can throw Usker in there. Why not? Usker Keenan can go in there as well, though. Boom. There we go. And that's a hardcore rankings match. There we go. Okay, that'll be dark sorted then for now. Unless there's anybody else anyone necessarily wants to see. Yep, General Havoc. I've got General Havoc's got a tag team partner now that I showed off earlier on, which was... Oh, I've deleted the numbers now. I've deleted the numbers. Yeah, General Havoc's got Major Mayhem as a tag team partner now. Yeah, Shuri Otomi versus Lovecraft, yeah. Number 9, I think this is still in order. Oh. No? Oh, number 9's Black Thunder, Lucha, which is the guy in this match. So what I'm thinking of doing then is doing this universe mode a little bit like I did the AEW one. So the way it would work out is we would have would have AEW Dark, AEW Dark, one night only special, AEW Dark pay-per-view. So that's the plan. So the moment we've done one episode of AEW, Once we've completed this match, we'll go into our first episode of Dark. And then we can start to think about what we're going to do for our first one night only. So I would imagine that all of our one night onlys are going to be sort of themed on something. So, for example, I might put a vote out in a few days of what you want to see the first special to be. But we could do, for example, a female special where in that night we'll crown the first Women's Intercontinental Champion. Yes, SWE, not AEW, yeah. My brain's broken, yeah. So that's my idea anyway, of just doing, just a special, like whatever, every month having a one night only. Then if we fancy it every now and again, we can just do another one night only. But yeah, we can do the first one can be, I don't know, we can do a tag team based, or we can do a women's based, we can do a hardcore tournament, we can do anything you fancy really. But yeah, we're getting there now. Of course, we've got a lot of championships on our roster now as well, which is crazy. But we're going to go up to about 12 belts, I think, in the long run. But it'd be good because it means we'll have championships being defended quite a lot. Like I said, the television championship will be defended on every single episode of AEW. Will be defended on every single episode of SWE. Shut up. Shut up. I didn't say it. Nice takedown there by Dalton. Dalton, of course, is making his debut here tonight. He's not wrestled so far in this universe. Yeah, the Beatles are the tag team champions. We need to have a little mess around with the tag team division, see who steps up. Show-wise, I've got, Thunder and Lightning are due to wrestle on Dark against the Perfect Storm, which should be pretty fun. I've also got the team of the Quen Bros taking on Ice Cold on SWE as well. So we've got a few tag team matches. That's the problem. We've built quite a big roster now. It's difficult to get them all on, isn't it? Judging by the length of this match, I reckon that James Charles is going to do pretty well in the next round, you know. Big knee right in the face by Dalton Dirt. Now taking up Black Thunder into that cutter. And Dalton in with the cocky press-up pin has pulled it off. And Dalton Dirt with a win over Black Thunder. Again, the lower-rated person's picked up the win. It looks that way, doesn't it? It does look that way, Joe. We've got some very strong tag teams. I think Old School, for me, looked to be the strongest just because of the individual ratings of the two involved. And, of course, we can just keep building more as we go along. It seems that way, doesn't it? James Harper for the win. There we go. How did you get James... How did you get Black Thunder into James Harper? Right, so we move on in this tournament to Chucky Hart versus Rose Pegasus. Now, Chucky Hart's making his debut. Rose Pegasus has wrestled once and was on the losing side to Kirk Velasquez. Oh, this is a very pink and black match, isn't it? Maybe we could have a tag team here. Chucky Hart versus Rose Pegasus. Good old Pink Kalisto. Yeah, Jay, that's why I wanted to do one with just randomizers, because then there's no logos at all. Because I noticed even with the original cores that people create, they've put so many logos on them, it's crazy. So is that what you did on 2K20, Jay? Because I was tempted that, like, if we do this again in the future, I was tempted to give it a go on 2K20 just to see what the match types are like. But just not using the cores and the downloaded stuff, because that was always the problems I had. He does look a bit like Cena, actually, doesn't he? I left the entrances on, didn't I? This is why it's really slow. That says why it's really slow. I can take those poles down now, can't I? Because that's finished, because we're already in the middle of it. And it looks like, in regard to the championship votes, it looks like you guys want to see all the belts. Which is fine, we can do that. Is it still bad, is it? Yeah, I thought it might be better now, to be honest. Take all those poles down, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was, wasn't sure whether if you use the randomizer and didn't use created wrestlers or just use the basic ones with no logos or anything, it might be okay, but we'll have to try it at some point, see how it goes. I might mess around with it over the weekend when I'm not streaming. I can't stream over the weekend, by the way. I've got people coming to visit, and I'm finishing off my decorating. So I think tomorrow will be our last stream until Sunday, but it is Bank Holiday Monday, so I've got Monday off as well. So we'll be streaming a good chunk of time on Sunday and Monday. It'll just be Friday, Saturday I'm not available. Because I'll be in the pub. I think WWE 2K20 is just, well, it's basically what this year's been, isn't it? Just a bit of a joke, really. People can't tell whether this year is a real thing or whether just it's some massive troll. I think that's the same with 2K20. Yeah, there's new models and that. I think they have said that they're keeping the... I think they announced last week, I think it was, the week before, that they will be keeping the 2K19 servers up for the foreseeable future. I think they said they'll keep the servers up until 2K22 is released, which is good. I think they should... I think 2K should offer free patches and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I mean, if it's for this sort of thing, I mean, if you completely ignore the characters, Lucha, if you completely ignore that, if you're just going on, like, match quality and match variation and stuff like that, and match smoothness, is it a better game? Because if we were to do this sort of thing with randomized wrestlers and that sort of stuff, would it still be worth doing on this game, or would it be worth doing on 2K20? Nice boot right in the side of the head by Rose Pegasus, who's now stalking Chucky Hart into the Salida del Sol. There's the pin. No, only two. I grabbed the mouse then to mark that off as done. Nice clothesline pin now by Chucky Hart. Only a two. Yeah, because I think a lot of the problems I had with 2K20 were all based on the actual community creations and stuff like that. So if we just randomize characters with no logos, it might be okay. Ah, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I've seen the mods. You have to be on... it crashes more, but I like the gameplay. That's a problem with... What the f... Oh my God. Really? Out of anybody for the game to pick to interfere in this match? Anybody? Oh my God. That's Vince McMahon. Why did it have to be Vince McMahon? Let's just ignore that happened. Let's just completely ignore that happened, yeah. Well, that's it, yeah. Yeah. Even Vince buries other companies as well now, is he? Yeah. Oh my word. Look, they steal us off for the second time, but Chucky Hart reversed it. Now Chucky stalking. Oh my god, why was Vince McMahon here? Big clothesline to the back of the head. Now rolls him through. There's the pin by Chuck. Oh, now what? Now what? What's going on now? I just... Please stop. See, they'll solve for the second time in the match. And it's a win for Rose Pegasus. It's Shane McMahon, yeah. It's Tony Khan's turned up now. There we go then. Victory for Rose Pegasus. It was Rose Pegasus. I've lost all track now. Yeah, it was Rose Pegasus, yeah. Against Chucky Hart in what was an absolutely insane cluster of everything. I just can't understand how... I just can't understand how life in general is working at this point in time, to be honest. But there we go. Rose Pegasus victorious. He moves on to the next round. Yeah, this is proper Vince Russo writing, isn't it, really? We'll have this guy run in, then this guy run in, then this guy run in. Well, why does that make any sense? It don't make sense. Come on, Leroy. Come on, Leroy. You can do this, Leroy. Prove to us how amazing you are, Leroy. I'm just putting some... I've got some stuff delivered today for my house. So I'm just putting some batteries in to see if it works. Ooh. That looks nice, that. Multicolour. Is that how it works? Ooh. I've got these plastic candles. They look pretty cool. Eric Bischoff will interfere. It's not picked any of our actual created wrestlers to interfere in anything, has it? Which always frustrates me. At least if one of our created wrestlers interfered, we could sell it off as some sort of storyline. But anyway, the final first round match then is Uska Keenan versus Leroy Janetti. Uska's been involved in a few things so far. He was involved in the Hardcore Championship as well. Ooh. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Lovely. Sup, Ian? You're in time just for the final first round match of the Cruiserweight tournament. It's been a pretty standard basic night tonight. No stupid interferences or anything like that you need to know about. It's been all pretty plain. Honestly, nothing really stupid and crazy has happened. But Leroy, who did Leroy face the other day that we were... It was Bernard Sampson, wasn't it? Leroy faced Bernard Sampson and really showed great ability, but of course came out on the losing side. And now it's another opportunity for old Leroy to show what he can do. What we want to do is we want to get someone who looks like a crap Shawn Michaels now. And then we can have... Don't mention that. Yeah, if we can get... I mean, we've got Johnny Bad. Maybe Johnny Bad can team with... Leroy Janetti and we can have our own little rockers. That could work. Or we can look for a crappy version of Shawn Michaels. Crap Shawn Michaels. You're just a crap Shawn Michaels. Crap Shawn Michaels. You're just a crap Shawn Michaels. Oh, they look nice, those cameras. I like that. Perky Michaels. Yeah, so we've got the Rockefellers, yeah. We've got we've got Johnny Bad, who's decent. But he looks more like a late 90s sort of yeah, like a late 90s sort of Shawn Michaels. Michael Shawns. Oh my god, it's Morn Shikels. Morn Shikels is here. Proper impact. Go on, Leroy. I believe in you, Leroy. I really do. I mean, Leroy's going to have a hard time of it in this season because Leroy is one of our enhancement talents. So he's not going to get many opportunities to prove himself. He's probably going to get put up against some very difficult opponents. Leroy is actually on our card for Dark. He's planned in to face off against Big Daddy G, who is one of the big men on our roster. One of the main men on our roster, I believe. Uska Keenan with a pin. Uska's a madman. It's Shikels Mon! He's just a Bexy Soy. Bexy Soy! There's the pin, one. Ooh. What are they doing that for? Leroy Jannetty now. Hooking him in. Looking for... Oh, dropping him. Knees across the face. Jannetty looking strong here. Oh, big boot in the gut by Uska, who's back up on his feet. Nice running kick. It's a good back and forth match, this one, isn't it? The Heartbroken Kiddo. I'm just a sexy kid. I mean, sexy kiddo sounds like you're going down the wrong thing. That seems more like you're going down the Velveteen Dream route rather than the Shawn Michaels. Leroy's got it. Go on, Leroy. Go on, Leroy. USA picks up a loss. That actually puts USA Keenan at the bottom of our rankings now. He's the only person on -2. Good old Leroy. Leroy! I think nearly every single match has been an upset so far, to be honest, Ian. Ooh, oh, what a move that was. Great move for Leroy. Great, yeah. Leroy Jenkins. Cut triangle. Oh my god, it's Kurt Protractor. What's Kurt Protractor doing here? Right, so the two semi-finals are James Charles versus Dalton Dirt and Rose Pegasus versus Leroy Jannetty. Oh my god, it's 3 times her. Kurt Triangle. Right then, James Charles versus Dalton Dirt. Should be an interesting one. I made a couple of adjustments. I don't know if you've seen if you're looking at the rankings. I know there's a few people that have been looking at it already. So essentially... Oh, so we know he's a super heavyweight, don't we? Yeah. Essentially then, I have... Let's keep that open for now. I've made it so the Dark Championship and the Junior Heavyweight Championship have a limit to your overall ability. So, for example, anybody 85 or over can't win the Dark Championship. And anybody 80 and over can't win the Junior Heavyweight Championship. That's my sort of plan to try and make sure that we do keep it in the right sort of range. Hurting banana killers. Kevin smashing Scott Wall. We should get Gilberg. Here we go then. The bell goes. We're officially underway in our first semi-final. I feel like James Charles is going to have the advantage here, Dino. James has got to have the advantage solely because of he had a much easier round in the first round. Austin Powers hasn't wrestled yet. Austin's one of the ones... Oh, what now? Why is this game throwing so many interferences in? Oh my god, it's Teddy Westbrook. Oh, in the rank, he's still at 0 at the moment because he's not had an opportunity yet. What the hell is going on more? Now what? It's like constant. Well, Dalton's gone straight into an ankle lock here. I don't mean it, yeah. Oh my god, it's Gerald Briscoe. Nice arm breaker by James Charles. James Charles' top just really annoys me because I can't tell what it is. It's almost like he's got a corset on back to front and it's like painted. There's no texture to it. At least Dalton's got the wherewithal to actually have an outfit that looks like a proper outfit. James Charles' outfit is just mad. Madness personified. Boom. Big elbow in the face. Well, I'll tell you what, Dalton's been busted open pretty badly from that, you know. James Charles has really badly busted Dalton open. It could be a matter of time here, you know. It could be a matter of time here before James Charles gets the win and moves on to the final. I must say, our Cruiserweight division is not necessarily looking super strong. I mean, there are a couple of really high-rated Cruiserweights, but neither of them made it into this tournament. We've got the likes of... Have a look. Tetsuya Okamura. Who's 88 rated. Tiger King's 84. Percy Lopez is 83 rated. Purple Rain's an 80. The Villain is an 80 as well. The Pink Ram was 79. Zach Hamilton 78. And so we really did miss out on quite a lot of the big names as Dalton Dirt does pull this out the bag. Wow. Dalton's really pulled it out here. Getting his second win and defeating James Charles. So Dalton is moving on to the finals to fight to become the first Cruiserweight champion. I was wondering, because we got a Cruiserweight championship. I was wondering whether we should have like a Super Heavyweight championship. But there we go. Look at the crimson running down the face here of James Charles. But Dalton's looked incredibly good here tonight. Dalton Dirt. Wow, both of them wearing thick crimson masks by the end of this one. You have to say crimson mask because the other word gets you demonetized. Oh my god, it's got a crimson mask. Rose Pegasus versus Leroy Giannetti. For the chance to face off in the final against Dalton Dirt. For the chance for Leroy to get himself in the positives in the rankings, and Rose Pegasus as well, because of course the pair of them had all come into this show already with a -1 ranking. What do these buttons do? Mode. I don't like that. I like multicolour. Blue, green. So I'm playing my candles. 4 candles. That's perfect. Yeah, I've got these electronic characters. Electronic candles even. Yeah, Ghost, I think yours looks really good for the hardcore division. I've put him into a Fatal 4-Way hardcore match on Dark, which will be straight after this tournament. A semi-big weight. I mean, we have got like 12 belts already. It's probably best not going over the top, isn't it? Although I weren't sure about the Pure Championship. I'm going to have to try and figure out who to go for the Pure Championship. The Pure... Yeah, it'll be Elimination Ghost, yeah. I think that the Pure Championship, I need to figure out who can be part of it by just basically looking at who has a submission finisher. So anybody with a submission finisher can be part of the Pure Championship. So Robert Greenhart is the only one I know off the top of my head who actually has a submission finisher now. He has the Cloverleaf. I am really looking forward to Dark, actually, because we've got the debuts of some of the really cool women we made. So on Dark, we're going to have the debut of the Great Luna, as well as the macho gal Brandy Savage and Virago I created earlier on. We're going to have the macho, or the Nacho Man and the Burrito Boy in tag team action as well. Big Daddy G makes his debut. Mongolian Beef makes his debut as well. And, of course, that fatal 4-way elimination hardcore match in the main event. Ghost, Crib and Cool, Bruiser Lee, and Uska Keenan. We just need to check Ghosts. Do you know, off the top of your head, Ghost, do you know what you've got your overall set at on Ghost? Plus, have you got a move set on Ghost as well? Just to make sure that we've got everything sorted before we go in. Just need to have a move set and a rating sorted. Like I say, we'll start him around about the 75 to 80 mark. And then, depending on how well he does, we can upgrade or downgrade depending on... It's 100, okay. We'll have to move him down a little bit then to make it more realistic, or he's going to be too dominant. He's already got a move set, okay. We'll just reduce him down then to around about a high 70s, low 80s, just to... so he doesn't overpower the roster. Rose Pegasus heads up to the top. Showcasing some cockiness, really. Yeah, what we'll do, Ghost, is we'll do... I mean, we've got a few that are higher rate and a few that are lower rate at the moment. But as time goes on, if people impress us or if people don't do as well as we thought, we will be changing the ratings up and down. It depends who the crowd get behind, I suppose. There's a few people already that people have really taken a liking to. So those are the people we'll start to showcase more of. And like I said, we'll end up probably giving them a little stat upgrade to make them more useful. But yeah, your guy looks like a pretty good hardcore guy to start with. I mean, around about the high 70s, low 80s is probably going to be a very dominant... What the hell happened to his legs? Pretty dominant in the hardcore division. James Charles. See, that's the thing with James Charles. He's actually rated at 67 at the moment. And I mean, these two, Rose Pegasus is a 75 and Leroy Giannetti's a 62. Yeah, I'd like to see something like that, Jay, to be honest. That's the one thing I noticed when we made the calls. We didn't get anybody who was, like, fat, did we? We didn't get any fat people. It's Giant Daddy and Big Haystacks. They're here. Leroy's got him up. Leroy drops him across the knees. This could be Leroy's chance, you know. If Leroy can pull this off. Oh, he's a high flyer. I like that. We've got a couple of those, haven't we? Who we got? Was it Bruiser Lee? Bruiser Lee hit a big dive in the Hardcore Championship tournament. That was pretty fun. It was like a Keith Lee. That's pretty cool. I think so. I mean, I wanted to use Leroy as a jobber, to be honest, but he has become quite popular. But he could be, he could be our Rey Mysterio or our Billy Kidman. He's doing better than I expected him to. Both back in the ring. If Leroy wins the whole tournament, he'd definitely have to get a stat upgrade. Rose Pegasus has taken Leroy down, and there's the pin. Oh, he's got it. Rose Pegasus with a win. Leroy Jannetty defeated. I mean, well done to Rose Pegasus, but I can't deny I'm disappointed. I can't deny I'm disappointed there. But Rose Pegasus did incredibly well. And picked up the win. There it was, out of nowhere, the Salida del Sol into the pin and for the win. And Rose Pegasus, Pink Kalisto, yeah. Pink Kalisto goes on to face off against, who's the other one? Dalton Dirt. It's not a bad final, to be honest. Not a bad final at all. Lucha, lucha. Right, here we go then. Dalton Dirt versus Rose Pegasus for the Cruiserweight Championship. Who's going to become the first Cruiserweight Champion? At least Rose Pegasus is in the pluses now on the ranking. So if he loses this, he's only going to drop down to 0, which would be, well, at least he's out of the minuses. So I need... Let's have a look. I'm going to change some of these around now then, because I might take Leroy out of that match, because I had Leroy... Yeah, let's put Derek Sandy in that match instead. Derek Sandy can be in that one. I had Leroy down to put somebody over on Dark, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to put Derek Sandy in there instead. I don't want Leroy to get hammered again. So remember, we do have damage retention on, so both of these will have been through 2 matches already. Yeah, to say, Jay, it was weird. We didn't get any fat people at all in those randomizers at all. So Lucha's heavily behind Dalton Dirt. Incoming. Dalton now with the clotheslines. You've been keeping up with these streams, none of you, Lucha. You've not been in them recently. You've been watching the on-demands or the episodes I've been uploading. Dalton Dirt now brings Rose Pegasus back up to his feet. Rose fights back. Nice spinning heel kick. Yeah, we've got a couple of old school star wrestlers, haven't we? Bernard Sampson's a weird one. Bernard Sampson reminds me of like a Big John Studd sort of character. Pin here by Dalton Dirt. And a 2 count. That's all right. Yeah, the roster's massive though. So we've got 90 people on the roster now. Well, 91 now that we've got Ghosts. We've got 91 people on the roster. It's huge. But like I said, as time goes on, I think we will probably move some people to the alumni page and get some more creations in. Oh, I need a 2 count. No, you won't be a jobber, Ghost. I say, well, we'll put you in the hardcore division, at probably the top end of the hardcore division, to be honest. With the size and the look of the character, I think he looks like he's going to be pretty good in the hardcore division. We'll see how it goes in this Fatal 4-Way he's going to be involved in Dark. Rose Pegasus here in control. Nice splash. Back up on his feet now. Brings Dalton back up. Dalton able to fight it back. Good chain style wrestling. Like I say, Ghost, we'll probably put you at the high 70s to start with. I quite like the look of the character, to be honest. We'll have to see how he works in the ring first, before we can be accurate with it, though. Nice takedown there by Dalton. Now locking in the headlock on Rose Pegasus. Make Ghost an 80. Yeah, we'll do that. So in the majority, we've got quite a few, like, lower hardcore guys, and then we've got quite a few that are, like, a little bit higher. The ones that are higher are the ones that look like they're more capable, if that makes sense. Because we've got Brainstorm. We've got Bruiser Lee's pretty good as well. And of course, you've got people like Oscar Keenan we saw earlier, who's on the lower end of the hardcore division. Rose Pegasus now taken down. Old Dalton Dirt. Stalking. In and no. Reversed into a power slam. Good reversal. These candles are amazing. I really like these candles. Look how, like, old I am now. Buying candles for my house and stuff like that. I'm not sure, to be honest. There's one guy we've not really let loose so far. It depends. I mean, there's other people we could be involved in the hardcore division. One of the people we haven't let loose so far is... where is he? Trevor Strong. Trevor Strong has got a very John Moxley-esque look to him. So I think he'll be pretty good. Who else is in the hardcore division? Well, we've got Convict, who's 76. We've got quite a few. I think he's the highest rated. Bruiser Lee's in there. We've got Corporal Punishment. As Rose Pegasus becomes our first Cruiserweight champion. Lucha Reject gets his way. Pegasus. Rose Pegasus. So Rose Pegasus now gets himself an extra ranking point, which he'll be very happy about. Dalton Dirt suffers his first loss to this universe. Rose Pegasus gets himself one. And then in the Cruiserweight division, which is obviously that one, Rose Pegasus becomes a one-time Cruiserweight champion. Rose Pegasus wins the championship. Yeah, no, I think 80 is a good move, actually, Lucha. That puts him at the top end of the hardcore division. Not the best in the hardcore division, but definitely the top end. No slaps, just fists. They're doing pretty well, Jay, but we've got a couple of women's tag team matches on the next couple of shows, so we'll get a chance to see exactly if anyone can step up and challenge No Slaps, Just Fists. But there we go. Pink Kalisto wins the Cruiserweight Championship, becomes the first Cruiserweight champion in SWE history. But how long will he keep a hold of it? How long will he keep a hold of it? Of course, to get here, he had to defeat Chucky Hart. He defeated the fan favourite Leroy Giannetti, and then, of course, defeating Dalton Dirt in the final, all via pinfall. There we go.